In this video, I'm going to talk about my trip that I had over to Germany, which I helped out at a wedding, which was also located in a zoo. But right after this intro clip. So, before I discuss that previous clip as well, this video is going to be a little bit different. It's more just going to be me talking about my experience over that I had over to Germany. You know, like why I experienced over my time over there, and then afterwards I'm going to talk about the good side and the bad side of my overall experience, and then give my point of view on how I view Germany. Is that a good word to say it? View? Or, well, rather just, say how it was and how it is, if that makes sense. Anyway, I had, well, we woke up in the morning and it was a case where we had to like go to the plane in the the very very early morning, and I was like feeling very sluggish and I was feeling very tired, but at the same time very excited because it was only a 2 hour journey to over to Germany. And we were able to get there because there was this like really nice friend that we have that is residing in Germany, and she was the person that just graced us with a fantastic time and opportunity to go to there. So she actually paid our not only paid our plane ticket, but also she paid for our hotel room. And for whatever reason, she hooked us up with like I believe one of the best hotel rooms over there. And by the way, we were in, I think it was like Kronberg in Frankfurt, and the place over there was just like stunning. Like it was absolutely stunning. The like greenery around that was like everywhere. It was like very lush. It was like on your face, really. Like it was really really nice when when I first landed down. I smelled like just a lot of earthy smells when I was over there. And when I was just like, viewing around, and when I was going through the motorways, all I was seeing was just amazing greenery. And that's the first thing that I really like about, my time in Germany, was that it's very within nature, if that makes sense. Which is much more different than being in London, because in London it's more just like you being in the urban aspect of things. And yeah, that was like my first thoughts and opinions that I had when I first entered. But yeah, to explain the situation, there was essentially this big wedding that was happening like around roughly 3 days before when we landed, and then 3 days before there was going to be a wedding, right? So what happened is that we went to this zoo, which is where the wedding was actually going to be held, and there was this restaurant in like the center of the zoo. So we had to just like go over there and try to like help out as much as we can. And what we did for a good majority of the days was just go to the zoo, help out as much as we can. I was mostly just sourcing out the dishes. So what I was doing is trying to put the dishes inside of the dishwasher, take them out, and then dry them, and then put them up for the people to then be able to put onto the shelves, to then prepare the cups, to then put the food inside of them, and then serve it over to everyone inside of the wedding, which was, the whole situation that was happening. And I gotta admit, like, it was really nice because I got to connect back with this friend. And a little bit of information about this friend. She's actually the manager of one of the restaurants in the zoo. And I knew her from a very, very young age because she used to take care of me when I was quite young. So that's the kind of relationship that we had. And she's like an absolutely amazing individual that I had the good grace of, getting to know. And with that in mind, I decided to help as much as I can. Uh, like during my time over there. But I then began to start feeling ill. And it was within like I think like the first 2 days when I stayed over to Germany, it was just a case where like my stomach was not feeling well. And oh man, like it was not feeling really well, but I still had to keep on powering through. But I did help quite a bit and quite well enough to a point where like, up to the wedding, it was a case where, it was quite all right. Now moving on to like the third day, or like the day before the wedding, I met the bride and the groom. The bride I knew quite well as well, but the groom, he was a new person. I'd never seen him before, and we immediately conversed enough to a point where I feel like he's my brother. And it was really sweet. It was really nice. Like it was really really nice. Like just sitting down on the bench, and what's really cool about the restaurant as well, it's like on this like kind of hilltop area. So like if you sit outside, you get to see like the whole overhang of the zoo. And what's really really cool about the restaurant as well is that because it's at the center, around the zoo, there's like this huge forest that's like around it, and like when you're just sitting down, just like reading a book, as you've probably seen as well, I brought a book with me, but just sitting down, reading a book, and just like looking over the entire forest and entire zoo, it was like a really really nice time. And just after talking about a couple of games, like, oh, what games you play, and what kind of things you do in your spare time and whatnot, and I'm getting to know his education background and getting to know this thing, that thing. It was really really nice. It was really really lovely, and I quite enjoyed that aspect of it. And going over to the wedding day, the big wedding day. There was in the morning I felt very odd, where I felt like my stomach was churning quite a lot, but I still wanted to go over to the wedding to see how everything is. And I went over to the wedding. I got dressed quite well. I wore some perfume. I brought my microphone and camera because I, recorded myself and also some of the bride and groom of their, outlook on the whole thing. And it was really, really cool. Which, by the way, I'm going to show at the end of this video. So take a look at that in your own spare time. And it was just lovely. Like both the bride and groom was just absolutely shining the entire time when I was over there. It was a case where I got to talk a lot more of the family of my friend, and we had a lot of like down to earth talking. We had a lot of like catching up to do really, and it was just a great time. It was like an absolute fantastic time. We came a little bit late because well, mostly because of me, but we missed the dance in the beginning, but that was okay. But yeah, no, I got to try out some beer. I got to try out like the German beer over there, and I gotta say, it's like the one word that came to mind when I tried it. It was fresh. It was very very fresh when I tried it. It was not bad at all. Like compared to over here with the German beer, it's like it tastes a lot more stale, I would say, like kind of stale-ish. But when you taste it in Germany, it feels a lot more fresh and a little bit more richer. I mean, that's my outlook. I don't drink beer a lot personally as a personal taste, but it was that kind of taste when I had when I was over there. I got the chance to try out a lot of the foods when I was over there, which was really really nice. And yeah, no, it was just an overall really great experience. And then afterwards, me and the person I was with, we had steak after that. And this is kind of where things get a little bit interesting. So, when I came back to the hotel with my friend, it then got to a situation where I did not feel really too well. And long story short, the whole night I had to go to the toilet for about 6, 7 times, and it was not a pleasant journey. I gotta tell you, like literally, it was a situation where my body was attacking my stomach, and my stomach was doing an attack throughout my body. It was just horrible. Like literally, like it was like literally it was. You can imagine it as like a marriage that's gone wrong, but only held by a child kind of relationship that I had, and it was not good. Like absolutely, like literally, I had such a strong aggressive illness that I'm not gonna describe it too much, but I had lots of liquid come out. Let's just say that, and sometimes at the same time up two different directions, which was horrible. And following on with that day, but literally the day before that we had to fly back, I had to go over to the hospital, and I had to get glucose injections and some like salt injections just to like keep me stable, and then head over to the airport to hopefully that I don't like crash out basically when I'm over there. But luckily, I survived. I'm well, and I'm so happy that even though I didn't have the best ending experience, I still had a great time when I was over there. Now, I am going to talk about the good side and bad side that I experienced with Germany. The good side, absolutely amazing scenery. Like it is. I'm gonna show you a couple pictures right now. It's so serene. Like during like the morning of the day, it was just mwah. It was beautiful. Like when I was just walking over, just experiencing the sun just on my face, and following through this path over to the zoo, and just seeing all this greenery just bounce onto my face, and then my face bounce back over to it. It was just like so nice, and like and it like any corner you turn, you just see like lush greenery or lush plants or like well kept maintained area. Like that's where you mostly saw like during that time. My one bad side, I would say, my experience with Germany is that I really did not like the sloping of the different areas. Like the hotel that we were staying at, it was a posh hotel, so it was like it was next to a train station, but it was relatively like a 2 hour walk over to the zoo. And when we were having to go to, journey between those two areas, we had to traverse over hills, and we actually had to traverse through a forest to then be able to actually get to the area. Which, in my personal opinion, and as someone who's experienced a lot of urbanization in London and whatnot, and having all surface like level area, I got quite used to that. But I just didn't like the whole like unevenness of like having to go up a hill and then down a hill, and then I had to go through this forest, and then I had to do that. I personally didn't like that, but at the same time, it was still quite nice to see the greenery, which made as a nice off balance between the two. And of course, as I'm saying that, you can also imagine that a lot of the buildings was like made on top of these hills. So like there's a lot of like houses that was like straight, but they had like like slight angle over to them, and that was like the kind of environment that I was in during that time. And yeah, now that was my entire experience, and I absolutely enjoyed that, and I absolutely loved seeing over just everyone, a lot of old friends and new friends along the way when I was over there. And on top of that, we got a nice drive, a nice journey over to the airport from the bride and groom themselves, which was really nice of them to do. by the end of that, which was absolutely amazing. But I can't wait to go back again. If I had to be very honest, I can't wait to go back again. I do have to be careful because I don't know if it's because of the food, or I don't know if it's because of like the environment, or maybe like, I don't know, I picked up something from someone that I got that ill. You know, I gotta be careful in that. But with that in mind, I had a great time and I really enjoyed it. I am going to end this video here, but at the end of this video, I'm going to basically give out the videos. Like, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of the videos that I took with the bride and groom, and, you know, just my interview that I got from one of my friends, which was really, really cool. So with that in mind, as always, guys, take care of yourself.
Okay.
I'm on anyway.
This is, I'm ready.
You're ready?
This is the interview of who is in Germany at the moment, and he's not used to being interviewed himself.
No, I am used to being interviewed.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing the opportunity for talking about my own opinions.
So tell me, at this venue you have been preparing the food for this venue here. Not the food only, but other stuff. Are you happy with the results?
Very happy, quite happy. Preparation-wise, like the tables and the setting up and whatnot, has been pretty good. But I'm ill. I don't know if I said that in this video or another video, but I've been quite ill. Stomach's not really feeling the best. The toilet is one hell of a journey, but it's fairly okay.
So
at the same time, it's been pretty
you
good.
already said the keyword toilets. How do you feel about the toilets in Germany?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie, they flush really well.
They flush well?
Yeah, like comparatively in like London, compared to like here in Germany, they actually flush quite strongly. So
Okay.
it's
And how
quite
do you
cool.
feel about the possibility of using a power outlet in the bathroom? Is it a privilege or is it really dangerous?
A privilege,
Privilege.
I would say, yeah, a privilege.
So maybe you want to recap about your last few days in Germany?
Yes.
Maybe in 3 words.
This is fun.
Das macht Spaß. Well, thank you very much for this wonderful interview.
Thank you. No, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it.
It was my pleasure to see my friend again. So we actually go way back till he was very small and now he's very big.
True. Yeah, very, very true.
So viel Erfolg, my friend. See you soon.
Microphone. I wasn't recording.
It was the test run though.
Yeah, that's run. Yeah, it was a test run. Yep. Take 2.
Action. Put on your active face.
Yep. That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. Take it from the top again. So, as the groom for the wedding, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, but also exhausted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a long day with a short sleep, but yeah, I married my soulmate, my wife, and I'm happy. It was a good day.
That's very good to hear. And what would you say to the people at home?
I would say find your soulmate, marry her or him, and enjoy a beautiful wedding like I did.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day. So here with me today, I actually have the bride. And to the bride, I have a couple of questions. Tell me, how are you feeling?
Fine. I'm just a little bit ill, so I'm a little bit tired now, but I'm feeling fine.
Okay. And, how are you feeling about, today? You had to sign a contract and now you're here celebrating it.
I'm feeling pretty well about it. A little bit excited. This morning I was a bit anxious. because I was so nervous, and now that everything is over, I'm cooling a little bit down and coming back to my roots and everything. So I'm doing pretty well.
Cool, that's wonderful. One more question, I guess, to the people at home. Do you have anything to say? You know, a final message, a final note?
No, thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying my day with me, sharing everything, but I don't have not much to say.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm thinking maybe something. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Because I can put this in my YouTube channel, and I can say what my reaction is for it. And I have this too, so I can speak in the mic. Which one should I try first?
This name is Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah. P-I-L-S. P-I-L-S. Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah, this
Pierce.
This is called Weizen.
Weizen. Pierce Weizen. Okay. Should I just... you know, like that? Okay. I'm trying the clear one first, and then I'll try the color one. It's not bad. Compared to England, compared to like England, it has a very strong aroma.
Yeah.
Like compared, because I try FS. Like that's the normal beer I try out, but this one tastes more like aromatic to me.
The best.
I'll try this one. What was this name again?
Weizen.
Weizen. Okay. Cheers. I don't know what drink you have, but cheers. That's very different.
Yeah. Of course. I like this. Mine is
It has more stronger
Yeah.
aroma.
for me, I like this.
I'll try this one as well.
Sind Sie schon fertig?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Darf die Teller schon abräumen?
No, I'll
Bana alabilir miyim diyorsun?
no. Thank you. I'll.
It's okay. Later.
This one, Weizen is good.
Yeah.
I like Weizen.
Because that I like this.
No, it's good. You can just let it sit around.
This beer from our own downstairs we have this pool house.
Oh,
It's a big
this is from your pool house in your storage area
Yeah, we use the machine.
to like make your.
Yeah.
Okay. There is definitely a difference though. Okay. Cool.